Hi.
As someone who was involved in women's football earlier in your career at Espanyol, what do you make of what has happened with Mark Sampson at England, and how do you reflect on his time in charge?
I don't have all the information, and how do you know? I don't read too much and don't hear too much on the TV and don't read the media, and it's so difficult for me to give the right opinion. That is why I prefer to say nothing, and because the reality I don't have all the information to give you. I think an opinion that on the end I think is not important for the fans or for you to know which is my opinion, and I think we need to move on in that question.
As you play West Ham this weekend, you also got them in the EFL Cup. How will you approach that tie, which is in October? But it's in the middle of Premier League matches against Liverpool and Manchester United, and either side of that, you've got two matches against Real Madrid.
Yes, you tried to scare me, no? But no, I think it's exciting to play this type of game. We are so focused now to finish that period. That is tough too, because we are going to play the derby again in West Ham now, and then we need to fly to Cyprus, nearly 5 hours, and then come back, arrive here at 5 o'clock on the night, and prepare the game Saturday morning against Huddersfield, and then international break, because we will have all the player away. Difficult to prepare and work hard to try to engage everything, and of course for our new player will be fantastic, but it's impossible because they are all international. And then another busy period in October and November with a lot of exciting games, and for me, I'm looking forward, because playing with this such of club and team for me is so exciting. It's true that it will be tough for our player, because it's impossible. Don't think that it will be tough, but they are so exciting too, to play Champions League against Real Madrid, Dortmund, and play against Manchester United, Liverpool, and West Ham again on the Carabao Cup.
Dele Alli has got the winner against Barnsley. He put his hand to his ear in his celebration.
That was a situation that was referenced with one friend. That was a chest for someone on the stand.
It's not about him wanting to prove it.
No, why? It's nothing to relate it with us, with the fans, with the club, with nothing. It was only a show with one friend on the stand, and that is true, I believe, because yesterday he told me, and I didn't know, and now we were talking with Simon, and he said to me, "Oh, I asked Dele about that situation." So I was with one friend. I think that is the truth.
Harry Kane has been shortlisted for the FIFA World 11.
The only English, no? The only English?
Yeah.
The only. Yeah.
What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to Tottenham?
But I told you that for me, Harry is one of the best strikers on the world, and that is the confirmation how the people around the world see Harry, and not surprise me. I think maybe we have some players that maybe deserve to be included on the list, but they are not. But I think Harry deserves. I told you, for me, Harry is one of the best strikers in the world.
It's good to get that wider recognition, that worldwide recognition.
Yes, because always, no? So many people talking about him, about to win trophy. If we must to win trophy if Harry, for Harry to stay here with us, but that talk very clear about that Harry, the people recognize his value, and he's one of the best striker playing for Tottenham, when still we don't win any trophy. But like I told you, always for me, Harry is a player that loves Tottenham and want to stay here. He is looking forward to play here for a long time.
So what did you make of what Tim Sherwood said this week? The only way Spurs can keep Harry Kane is to win something. Is that unhelpful?
No, I respect every single opinion, and of course, Tim have the right to speak about Tottenham and about Harry, of course. But that is a question more for Harry Kane, what he want to do, and only the answer is Harry Kane have the power or the decision or the possibility to say what he want to do in the future.
You touched on it earlier. Your next 3 matches are all away from home. No Wembley. Look at that.
No, I'm looking forward to playing Wembley always. I love to play in Wembley. I think more game if we play in Wembley will be more close to make Wembley home, and I prefer to play in Wembley. But it's true that the result from the beginning of the season they are not the best. But sure that we are going to change everything and try to transform all the negative to the positive.
Last time you played West Ham away, it was at the end of last season.
Yes.
It was May. You lost the defeat, and it effectively meant you couldn't win the title. You said that you felt sick. I think afterwards.
Yeah.
Score to settle against.
No, because I think we were very frustrated and disappointed because we were fighting for the Premier League and it was big disappointment for us. And then it's true that it wasn't our best game, our best performance. But okay, now it's a different season, different circumstance, and we are so excited and ready to go Saturday and try to fight to try to win the 3 points.
Do you think the West Ham might have turned something of the corner? They had a bad start. They lost their opening 3 in the Premier League.
But for me,
back on track for them.
For me, it means nothing. Always, you know very well, the derby is the derby. It's a special game. It means more than to only 3 points when you play the derby like West Ham or Arsenal or Chelsea. And sure that they will be very motivated and they fans like us, and that is why change everything, and it's not important what happened last week or the games before.
And as far as Serge Aurier is concerned, he's yet to start a Premier League match. Well, you sense that it takes a little bit of time to settle. Do you sense that he's now ready to start?
No, I think for the new player that right on the end of the transfer window is so important to go step by step, building their fitness and understand in the way that we want to play, and the relationship in between with the team, and everything is so a natural process that always you need time to provide them. He's doing well during the week, and maybe he has the possibility to start. Maybe I need to decide tomorrow.
Okay, go to Tom.
But it was this time last season when Tottenham struggled a bit at that dip into September, October time through the Champions League matches. I wonder, do you feel this season you're better prepared with the squad you have?
I don't remember too much last season, 1 year ago. I think now we are in a complete different period, and I think we are good. We are in a situation that we want to be, and I think now it's about to win games. If we win, we will win Saturday, Tuesday, and Saturday again. I think we will be very happy. If not, like always is football, we must work hard to try to change the dynamic. And we are now ready to compete Saturday, and we are so optimistic and positive, and we believe that we can win. But you know very well that football, if you win, all is okay. When you lose, many things to change, and I accept the rules of the game, and that is why I am in the same way when we draw, when we lose, or when we. It's true, maybe a little bit more disappointed when you don't win, but that is football.
Because for the last 2 seasons, Tottenham had to play catch up with Leicester, and then last season with Chelsea. I mean, how important is it this five-point gap at the moment doesn't get any bigger between Spurs and Manchester United? And
we hope that we will be in the same situation, trying to fight for 3rd season in a row to try to win the league. That will be fantastic for us to be involved, trying to fight for the Premier League. I think that is that you explain now, and I think it's so positive. It's so positive because in the last 2 seasons we were fighting. It's true, in a position always in behind Leicester, and then was in behind Chelsea, but that talked very well about the team and the mentality that we were strong, and we missed something, of course. That is why, because we no won the Premier League in the last 2 seasons, but now it's different season. Every team, every club try to improve and be better. We are in the same way to try to improve every season. But I think I hope that we'll be involved in the race for the title this season.
How do you assess this rivalry with West Ham? Because it seems they always play their best performances against Tottenham. I mean, is that a compliment to you and the team?
You know, it's a derby. It's always when you play a derby and you are in a situation like was last season, West Ham, they try to give their best and try to win, because it's our enemy, a sport enemy, and I understand very well that. But for us, is follow our way and try to win. Of course, that we know very well what it means for our fans to play against West Ham, and we will try to stay and to be ready to compete, fight, and to be aggressive and try to win, because on the end, the most important thing is try to get the 3 points Saturday.
You said before how important it was to you when you were at Espanyol when they played Barcelona. I wonder if it's a sort of similar dynamic where it's not a traditional rivalry here with Arsenal, obviously, but maybe for West Ham it's a very important game against a slightly kind of more successful team.
No, I think for Tottenham, for West Ham, or for Arsenal against Tottenham or Chelsea, it's true in the last few seasons we were a little bit the team that all want to fight and want to beat us for different reasons that is not important now to tell you, but I think if we cannot compare different countries, and then Espanyol and Barcelona, the gap was massive. But I think the same exciting and motivation that they have to try for beat us, we must to show the same level of desire, motivation, and aggressivity.
Do
you think it's an advantage or a disadvantage having so many London derbies? Because you already mentioned, West Ham, Arsenal, Chelsea, compared to other teams around the country.
Yeah, I will tell you on the end of the season, because if we win more of the derby, I think you will be more stronger, and if you struggle on the derby, you become more weak. But I am excited to play, and I am so happy to have a different derby to play during the season. I love to compete. I am so competitive, and I am looking forward to play this type of games.
Just with regards to Llorente, has he spoken to you and said, I want more game time? It's something that's been out there in the press.
No, he's a world champion. He's a top professional, and never this type of player can ask you about minutes. How they behave is they all work hard, try to convince the manager and show to the serve to play. This type of player never knock your door and say, I want to play more.
Is that something you wouldn't like?
On the reality, it's our job to try to judge, analyze every single player and try to be fair with everyone. And of course, no one manager like that the player knock the door and say, I want more minutes. I think the player need to knock the door on the pitch, on the training session, and the serve, to show that the serve to play. Yes. I think he was struggling last week with his ankle. I told you about Dortmund. He suffered a problem in his ankle, but I think now is ready.
Just a quick one on the FIFA Pro list. Does it come as a surprise to you that there's no single African player on that list, given the talent around?
To be honest, only I saw Harry, and then find if someone more from my team was on the list, but I didn't read everything. I don't know which player are or not.
Yeah, there's no single one.
No?
Yeah, there's no single one. It's just a surprise.
I don't know who decide the list, who picked the player, who was the specialist that decide who will be on the list. I don't know.